Certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And
this is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A run for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They go play action here on first down. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. We'll give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. On the move to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Gone!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Fletcher Cox coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Third and long for Mayfield. He's got his man. That's Landry. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Straight 15! Straight 15!
Wins to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Sunday, Sunday!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Over. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful. Gun!
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he They can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Second down, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Wentz now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Now it's Ajayi. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. To throw is Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They begin this drive with Chubb, fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points. I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown. Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6. Come on. Come up to 6. A lot of points. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. With a never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game. Yeah,
they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Leave 5-3, leave 5-3. Great.
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
This 5-7.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's a J. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
82. Straight 15. What's up?
From midfield, here's Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Throwing, Mayfield. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Sunday. Great. Run.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Lion. Great. Shift.
Wentz now to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with a giant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. This is Ajayi. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough? Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position. Accelerating, and off he goes. And on the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone. But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right? You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them. Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Eagles.
And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Wentz, flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Great.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Philly. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A give. This is Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman, 70 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Wentz now on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
52, great. Flag. Great 15.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 47 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. There the Eagles are back within a score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 71 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Chubb on the counter. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And again, it's Chubb. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They pitch it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, victory. Zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, victory. Ice on my neck like I'm Little Weak. We run like the Paracletes. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my head stone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my head stone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my head stone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just a glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already there. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night till. So see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death, and protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death, and protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already there. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? The warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Hey. Okay. Pocket through big day sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you. Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about a dollar. More money mean more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got a daddy, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, see them. Echo back with the my flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof for collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, like a Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo. Money back, money too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, so rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a.